Welcome to First Unitarian Society of Minneapolis, the birthplace of Congregational Humanism. We carry on that tradition of free thought today, dedicated to promoting a free search for truth, meaning, and justice. Our web address is firstunitarian.org. I'm David Breeden, Senior Minister. Welcome.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our assembly for Sunday, August 20th, 2023. Summer is running on apace, and we are delighted to have you with us, whether you are on site here in our beautiful building on Mount Curve Avenue in Minneapolis or online. We are happy that you're here with us today as a part of our gathered community. Our theme for this summer is Off the Beaten Path, and today we are all about singing together. We've got some 13 songs to sing today. Yes, we've advertised this enough that we know that it is the hearty singers who have come today. And folks at home or where you are online, we hope that you are going to sing out as well. Right? Nobody will mind if you are on or off key. As a matter of fact, in the room, nobody minds if you're on or off key. We're just going to sing out and make a joyful noise. I want to say that at some point in the assembly this morning, we will have about 20 guests joining us in the assembly for a short time. Our OWL trainees, our whole lives, sexuality educators who have been in the building all weekend learning to lead students in this life-changing curriculum will come into the assembly to join us for a short time. So you'll know that that's happening, and we'll give them a warm welcome when they come in. These are the words of Brian Eno, British experimental musician. When you sing with a group of people, you subsume yourself into a group consciousness, because singing is all about the immersion of the self into the community. It's one of the great feelings to stop being me for a little while and to become us. That way lies empathy, the great social virtue. Come, let us gather in community.
All right, so in addition to the hymn sing portion, there's a couple kind of musical interludes I'll be doing today. I've got 3 selections. The first one is a piano composition of my own. I'm working on a kind of set of contemporary piano originals, and this is one of these. It's called Cirrus Skies. Just a nice, happy, sunny, cloudy day. So that's the first one, and then in the middle, since we're doing like a hymn sing, I found it's a setting of a spiritual called "Standing in the Need of Prayer," and it's a transcription by a jazz pianist, Hank Jones. So it's his arrangement of that hymn, which I've really enjoyed. The whole album is really, really good. And then to close, I'm just for fun going to do a Scott Joplin rag called Magnetic Rag. And Scott Joplin's one of my favorite composers. My parents are here from Illinois, and I'm sure they heard me play this a lot growing up, so it's probably familiar for these guys. Fun fact about Scott Joplin, he was born in Texarkana, which is a town on the border of Texas and Arkansas, and Anyway, Texarkana is a place, and there's one in each state. There's a Texarkana, Texas, and a Texarkana, Arkansas. Love that name. Okay, that's it.
And I just want to say we see our OWL folks coming in, and we welcome you. Welcome, welcome. want to say that if you're not already following Mike Vasich on Instagram, you should do so, because you get little bits like that frequently. He's got a pretty good live stream, or he's got a pretty good, some good reels on Instagram. At First Unitarian Society, we begin our assembly by lighting our chalice either with one of the Unitarian Universalist principles or with one of our aspirations. Today, we light with the First Unitarian Society aspiration. We support one another's journey toward meaning and connection in the here and now. And our first song that was suggested today by member Susan Gordon, who had a long remembrance of this song through many years of different congregations, is For the Beauty of the Earth. And so I'll ask you to stand as you're willing and able for this opening song, but later on you don't have to stand for all 13. But for now, let's start off. We'll start off standing.
Splendor of the skies, for the love which from our birth over and around us lies. Source of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. For the joy of here and nigh, for the heart and mind's delight, for the mystic harmony, linking sense to sound and sight. Source of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. For the wonder of each hour, of the day and of the night, hill and vale and tree and flower, sun and moon and stars of light. Source of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise. For the joy of human care, sibling, cousin, parent, child, for the kinship we all share, for all gentle thoughts and mild. Source of all, to thee we raise this our hymn of grateful praise.
Please remain standing and join with the words of our congregational covenant. Love is the spirit of this place, and service its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. Thank you. Please be seated. First Unitarian Society is a congregational humanist community. We're here for each other. On Sundays, we take a few moments to reflect on the joys, the sorrows, and the milestones of the human experience. We do this so that we remind ourselves of the value of a moment of stillness, and we are reminded to stay in touch with our own humanity. And as a gathered community, we do this so that no one among us is alone, either in celebrating life's joys or in facing life's tragedies and burdens. We're here for each other. This week, I want to say a word about the death and destruction that's happened in Hawaii on the island of Maui. These words are excerpted from the Unitarian Universalist Service Committee website. And I thought what they had to say was a good distillation here. They talk about the patterns of disparity, displacement and neglect following climate emergencies that are experienced by Unitarian Universalist service partners across the globe. We are disheartened, though not surprised, to learn of the ways intersecting forms of oppression are causing lasting existential harm to existential communities impacted by the wildfires. UUSC has seen how disasters expose and exacerbate existing social inequalities. The wildfires in Maui exposed an existing housing and economic crisis that many residents and native Hawaiian communities have been advocating about, what we know now as the two Hawaiis. Prohibitive housing cost and tourism gentrification have forced many native Hawaiians from their homes, many of whom will be unable to rebuild without significant help. I want to name two funds if you are interested in making a donation. And my suggestion is we're going to put up a slide here, and that you may want to take a photo of this slide. These are Googleable names: the Maui Strong Fund or Maui Mutual Aid. If you Google either of those, Maui Strong Fund or Maui Mutual Aid, they will direct you to places where your contributions will be aggregated with others and can make a difference. Downstairs, you will find a card basket where you can send notes to members of this congregation who may need a little extra love. We've got a list there of people that you could send a note to. You write the card and we'll send it out for you. Yesterday I stopped by Don Asp's place at a care facility, and he wanted to know how people at First Unitarian Society were doing. How was the society? And I told him that we were all doing fine, and we sent him our love. And Don was doing very well, and we had a good, long conversation, and so he appreciates our good thoughts and wishes. Now we take a few moments of quiet to reflect on our world and those who work for comfort, and to heal suffering and those who work for justice.
When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love. When I breathe in, I'll breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I'll breathe out love.
decided that I didn't want to spend all of the time singing songs behind the podium, but I did leave one thing. So we thought we'd set it up this way. Now, if I were sitting among you and somebody were asking me to sing a bunch of songs, I would want to stand up. So I'm going to invite you to stand when you want to and sit when you want to. It could be chaos. We're going to see if we can all get together at the end. We'll see what will happen. There is nothing that so regulates us together as a community as breathing together. And nothing regulates us and gets us breathing together like singing together. It is a rare moment that doesn't happen in our everyday lives unless you happen to be in a community choir somewhere else. It is in congregational life that we sing together. Now, we don't like to call First Unitarian Society a church. That's fine. But you know, if it looks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, we do have a rather Protestant sort of Sunday morning with a hymn sandwich. We stand up and we sing, and then we have some words, and that's the middle, and then we stand up and we sing again. It's kind of like a hymn sandwich. So I love it that we do this, and I wanted to spend a Sunday lifting that up as really important, as something that is meaningful in our community, not an incidental, not something that we just throw in because we need something besides spoken words. It's said in musical theater that a script goes along and characters say as much as they can say until words alone won't convey the emotion anymore, and they must sing. Thank you, musical theater, Tim. I think that's true of us in our communal congregational life, that something moves us. Let us be moved by music and the music that we share together. I want to just do a book recommendation because it's not really First Unitarian Society Sunday unless you do a good book recommendation. This book is called Awe. Awe, it's not even up there, A-W-E, Awe, by Dacher Keltner. You've heard me talk about Dacher Keltner before. I'll leave this on the welcome table out front so people can take a look. So good. And Dacher talks about what it means to sing together, that awe is an experience of vastness. And to sing together with voices larger, to make a noise larger than our own, whether it's with a choir, with an orchestra, with those of us singing, if we're singing around a campfire, wherever we are, making a contribution to something larger than ourselves is to participate in vastness. So I invite you to experience today as a participation in vastness. Now let us sing. Number 368. Everything's going to show up here, but if you really want to get the notes, you may want to look in the Gray Songbook. Now, how many choir members of the FUS Chalice Choir do we have here? Woo, excellent. Thank you. Thank you. So you all are going to help us out if you really sing out, Louise, right? We want you to help sing out. And we're going to, this one, we want to get those bass notes going. Now let us sing, right? Right? So if you can sing the low notes or you can sing the higher notes. So let's get it going and see how we go.
Sing to the power of a faith within. Sing to the power of a faith within. Lift up your voice, be not afraid. Sing to the power of the faith within.
All right. I solicited, as you know, favorite songs from you. Some of them we sing often, and some of them are deep cuts. We don't sing a lot. This is one we sing fairly often, and I wanted to go ahead and include it because it's such a lovely one. Paula's Staff, thank you for this suggestion. When our heart is in a holy place. Here we go.
When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we hear our voices in each other's eyes, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we tell our story from deep inside, and we listen with a loving mind, and we hear our voices in each other's words, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we share the silence of sacred space, and the God of our heart stirs within, and we feel the power of each other's words, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place. Beautiful. Thank you. Mibbs Pearson sent to us a setting to Joyful, Joyful, to the tune of Ode to Joy. And so this is written by Pat Helmberger, who is a Minnesota writer. She worked at the Capitol for many years. She has quite a story. And so I'm so delighted that we were able to include this today. You all know the tune. It was when we were practicing today, somebody said, oh, get Paul up here. He'll sing it in German. But we're going to sing these lyrics today. So let's give Joyful, Joyful a try. Joyful, joyful, we have gathered, soaring hearts and spirits free, greeting here this bright new morning and our own humanity. Love has brought us here together, truth has beckoned every mind, greater love and greater wisdom be the treasures that we find. May we find that wisdom leads us to the future from the past, taking from the ancient sages truths that through the ages last, never fearing to discover wisdom born of newer days. us, leaving selfishness behind, to embrace with joy and caring the great world of humankind. May we find that in so doing we discover love made full. Let us see that of our caring, love has brought a miracle.
Isn't that a lovely, yes, a lovely humanist setting? Our next tune, Brother Paul Riedessel shared. Wasn't this you? Mother Spirit, Father Spirit? So this is number 8 in the Gray Songbook, and this was written by Norbert Chopek. We talk about Norbert Chopek in the spring each year when we do our flower celebration. You may remember that Norbert Chopek was the leader of the Hungarian Unitarian Church, a very, very large church in Hungary, and he was killed by the Nazis at Dachau. But he wrote this really beautiful song, and it's a lovely tune. Now, I want to say, okay, you know the joke. Why are Unitarians not great at singing hymns? Because we're always reading ahead to see if we agree with the words. I see you reading ahead. And this song, I just want to name it, that some of these older tunes have a very binary nature, right? They're mother, father, they're brother, sister. We sang one earlier that was sibling, cousin. We changed the lyric to make it sibling, cousin, rather than brother, sister. When we feel like we can do that and maintain the integrity of the song, we do that. This one, it's not possible to change it, so we'll sing it as it is. But I'm naming it because I think it's important to know and how that may land with people in our midst who are singing together who may consider themselves non-binary, right? We are all in this together, and so who is included as we sing? So that's one thing we want to name, and this song may or may not be appropriate for that reason. But we'll sing it today, and let's see how it feels to us.
What number? 8.
Number 8.
Mother Spirit, Father Spirit, where are you? In the sky song, in the forest sounds your cry. What to give you, what to call you, what am I? Many drops are in the ocean deep and wide. Sunlight bounces off the ripples to the sky. What to give you, what to call you, what am I? I am empty, time flies from me, what is time? Dreams eternal, fears infernal haunt my heart. What to give you, what to call you, oh my God. Mother Spirit, Father Spirit, take our hearts, take our breath and let our voices sing our parts. Take our hands and let us work to shape our art.
Isn't that a lovely tune? Different for us. Well, I would invite you to sit for a moment because I'm going to preach a little bit. Lift every voice and sing was requested. known as the Black National Anthem, the African American National Anthem, a beautiful song written by the Weldon brothers let me see if I can say the year here, written by James Weldon Johnson and Rosamond Johnson. It's a powerful song, and I have spent some of this week asking African American friends and colleagues how they feel about a primarily white congregation singing "Lift Every Voice and Sing." And it's complicated. It is complicated. It is important for us to know that we do not sing this song, that we sing this song very, very carefully, that we sing this song in allyship, but not as saying the things that have happened in these lyrics, for the most part, have happened to us. Unless my great-great-grandfather was John Brown, these are not the things that have happened to my family. There is a vast difference of the experience of generational trauma of slavery and Jim Crow for people who are African American in this country than the generational trauma for people who are white in this country. This is not to say that bad things don't happen to people of different races. This is to say that this song is particular and the context is important. Before we sing it, I want to read it. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading the path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past till we now stand at last, where the white gleam of our star is cast. And hear this now. This song is a prayer. This song is a prayer. And the God that is spoken of here is the God of Abraham and Isaac, of Moses, the God of Jesus, the God of liberation and freedom. That's what we sing when we sing this song. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path, we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee, lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. So let us sing this song as allies, as part of the human family, and know that as a room full of mostly white folks, we don't get to claim everything as ours. Right? We can sing it and enjoy its beauty, but no, it is not really for us. We sing it for others. Please, as you're willing, let's stand and sing. It's number 149 in the Grace Songbook.
past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Full of the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over a way that tears has been watered. We have come treading the path with the blood of the slaughtered. Facing the flaming past till we now stand at last where the bright gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far on our way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met thee, lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land. Amen and amen. Our next song is a deep cut. This is number 1012 in the Teal hymnal. For a few summers, Martha Hardesty and Maureen Hunt did summer music. And Martha said they really dug in to see what songs hadn't been done, and this was a favorite. So When I Am Frightened, and it was new to me. I had not sung this song, so some of you may remember it, but we'll give it a go. When I am frightened, will you reassure me? When I'm uncertain, will you hold my hand? Will you be strong for me? Sing to me quietly. Will you share some of your stories with me? If you will show me compassion, then I may learn to care as you do. Then I may learn to care. When I am angry, will you still embrace me? When I share some of your feelings with me. If you will show me commitment, then I may learn to love as you do. Then I may learn to love.
I'm going to make a couple of quick edits here on the fly. We're going to go right to This Little Light of Mine, because it was up to me. Elena Hunt wanted this one, and I'd already cut one of the other ones Elena wanted to do. If it's up to me. Pardon?
Should I grab the tambourine?
Go get it, Maureen. Absolutely. If it's up to me, we just sing all day doing This Little Light of Mine. Number 118 in the Gray Songbook. Humanists can't sing. I think we're going to skip this one. Much as I love Lady of the Season's Laughter, written by Kendall Gibbons, I think we'll move on to For the Earth Forever Turning, number 163. Beautiful song. Anne Landgard loves this one. She loves it when the choir sings it, and so we're going to sing this one. How you doing there, Mike? Man. It's a fun day. Sets us up for our last hymn sing song. And we can't get out without doing it. And Dick Reeder, thank you for asking, because I would have had to put it in if you didn't ask. For Blue Boat Home. Blue Boat Home. Number 1064. Now there's the Blue Boat Home, we love it crowd, and there's the Blue Boat Home, if I never have to sing it again, I'll be fine. I'll tell you which crowd I'm in. I love this song. .64 in the Teal songbook.
Standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean, still my dry land heart can say, I've been sailing all my life now, never harbor or port have I known, the wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun, my sail, and moon, my rudder, as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in our beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hear the great winds urging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known, the wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
Thank you, kindred's pilgrim souls. Please be seated.
Good morning, I'm Karen Rowell. I'm one of the foundation directors. And Kelly, I am in the same boat as you. In terms of that is one of my favorite songs. I have goosebumps from the last two songs we sang. Music has always been an important part of my life. And, you know, our family gets a Spotify subscription, and that's great when I want to energize myself and maybe bop around the kitchen when I'm doing dishes. But if I want music of greater substance, this is where I come. First Unitarian Society has survived and thrived for 142 years because of the dedication of its members and friends. You provide the time, talent, and treasure that makes us a beacon of congregational humanism in the world. If you'd like to make a financial contribution today, you can do so in one of several ways. Visit our website, the Venco mobile app, PayPal, use our card reader downstairs, or stop by the office with a check. Thank you for your support in any amount that makes the work of First Unitarian Society possible. And if you do choose to give a donation today, just consider it your Sunday morning music subscription.
Thank you, Karen. For those of you online, we hope you're going to have a lovely, refreshing, substantive meal afterwards. For those of us here in the building, we hope you'll join us downstairs for our mini meal, honey mustard chicken over boiled potatoes, or roasted veggies with 5-spice chickpeas. I love that. Yeah. And if you enjoyed singing today, you have lots of opportunity to do some more. It happens that the first choir rehearsal for the Chalice Choir is coming up. That will be on the first Wednesday after Labor Day, Wednesday, September 6th at 6:30 in the Dietrich room, right next door. That would be Wednesday, September 6th at 6:30 in the Dietrich room. Mike, do people have to be great musicians to join the Chalice Choir?
Everyone is welcome and encouraged to come and sing, and we'll take anybody and everybody that wants to sing, so go.
You don't have to be professional musicians. You don't have to be great readers of music. There are already some great readers of music there who will help you along, help you with sections. Everybody is welcome to come and sing. This is an important community within a community at FUS, and there are some really important strong bonds that are made there, and they have room for more. So they would love to welcome you, the Chalice Choir. And we will extinguish our chalice. Please join me with these words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. All these we carry in our hearts and in our minds until we are together again. Mike Vasich, it's hard to imagine that you've only been here at FUS for a year because you are so much a part of the fabric of this place. Thank you. Thank you for all you bring to us. Go out into the world, be fearless, ask questions, hold on to what is good. Strengthen the weak, comfort the fearful, serve the suffering, do what makes you come alive, and sing a song and encourage other people to sing with you. Rejoice in the power of the human spirit. So may it be.